Thank you for, thank you so much. All right, hello everyone, and welcome to this phonics workshop. Thank you for joining us today. I hope that you find the session informative and useful. My colleagues, Eromi, Nimali, and I will be your presenters this evening, for us anyways. I will be presenting the first and last set of slides to you. My name is Neelam, and like Paul has already given this introduction, I'm an experienced teacher at the British Council in Colombo. I teach early years classes, and I have first-hand experience of the benefits of teaching phonics, which I will share with you during my presentation. My colleague, Eromi, will introduce herself to you now. Over to you, Eromi.
Thank you, Neelam. And hi, everyone. I'm Eromi Mahamudalige, and I've been teaching at the British Council, Colombo, since 2018. So I mostly teach primary young learners and early young learners, and I try to make my lessons fun and engaging. And I incorporate phonics as much as possible in my lessons. And now, Nimali, she will introduce herself to you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Nimali Weerasinghe. Just like Eromi and Neelam, I also work at the British Council, Sri Lanka, and I've been teaching for the past 7 years, and I mostly teach primary young learners as well as the other age groups and also adults. I'm really excited to be here today. I really hope you find the session useful.
All right, so let's get started then, shall we? Okay, today we are going to talk to you all about the importance of teaching and learning phonics. We'll also be talking about why it is that we teach phonics and also how we do this using, the different methods that we use when we do this or teach phonics. To begin with, I'm sure that most of you would know what this is, but let's start off slow. Phonics, ladies and gentlemen, is a method of teaching children to read by linking sounds, which are phonemes, and the symbols, graphemes, that represent them. We teach children to listen carefully and identify the phonemes that make up the words. Why we teach phonics? Okay, so first things first, it helps the children to learn to read, start writing, and also pronounce sounds correctly. Now, since especially with the EYLs or the early young learners, the children's muscles are only now developing, and the sooner or the faster they start learning these sounds, with practice, they tend to become very good at it, and it comes as a natural process to them. So this is why we teach or try to teach phonics at a very young age. Right, so Eromi will take over with the teaching methods. Over to you, Eromi.
Thank you, Neelam, and hi again, everyone. So to start off with, when we teach phonics, we teach the sounds and not the name of the letter. Okay, so let's play a small game to prove this. All right. So I'm going to say a sound, and you can write it on a piece of paper, or you can send it in the chat. Okay, so it's totally up to you. I will say the sound, and you can write it on a paper or in the chat. Are we ready? Neelam, Nimali, are we ready? Everyone? Perfect. Okay, the first sound. Oh, perfect. I see some answers coming in. Nice. All right. Yes. Yes. Nimali, Neelam, have you written it? Yeah? Yes. The sound is perfect. Perfect. Right. Let's go to the next one. Ready? The sound is perfect. I see the answers coming in. All right. Yes. Perfect. Good job. Right. Let's do another one. Ready? Yeah. This time the sound is g, 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 g. Nice. Yeah. Here we go. All right. Yeah. Perfect. Right. And another one. This time the sound is ch, 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 ch. Oh, yeah, there we go. Ch, ch. Yeah, you can check your answers that is showing. Yeah, ch. Perfect. Well done. Nice. Right, moving on. I have another question for you. Okay, so you can send the answers again in the chat. Do you know how many sounds there are in the English language? Oh, no. Yeah.
Supposed to come up so fast. I do apologize.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. I do see some answers coming in. Yes, yes, yes. Unfortunately, the answer was shown. Small technical issue, but don't worry. Yes, there are 44 sounds in the English language. Yeah. Good guesses if you did guess it before and if you knew the answers. Right. Right. Let's move on then. Furthermore, we teach the sounds in the order of frequency. So in other words, we teach the sounds that are used a lot in English. Okay. So let's do an activity to see how this works. Okay. Right. Before I show you the set of words, you have 1 minute to make words using the letters in the first set, which I'm about to show you. Okay. You have 1 minute to make words using the letters in the first set. Now you can use each letter more than once. That's okay, right? And you can send your answers in the chat. Okay, Neelam, right? I see some answers coming in, but remember we need to make the yes. All right, yes. Neelam, can you do the timing for me, please?
And your time starts now.
They're already at it. Nice. I can see some answers coming in. Perfect. Ooh, ooh, nice. Remember, try and use the letters given in the first set. Yep. Yeah. All right. So you can see some nice answers coming. Oh, wow. Yeah. Great. Nice. Neelam is doing the timing for us.
Yep. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up, everyone.
Perfect. Right. Let's see. Let me check. Did anyone come up with any 4-letter words? Can you find any 4-letter words? Yeah, if you did. Yes, I see a few. Yes, yes, perfect. Yes. More words coming in. Right. Right. Did anyone come up with more than, like, say, 10 words? Did anyone come up with 10 words? No? Yeah? All right.
No.
Oh, there's one. Yes, nice, good. Yeah, but mostly no? Okay. Right. Then, so we are going to do this again, but this time we're going to give you a different set of words, set of letters. Okay. So you, again, same rules. You can use the letters any amount of times, and you can make this, you have to make words within 1 minute. All right. And Neelam, can you
time
tell me for me?
Time starts now. You have a lot of words coming up, Eromi.
Yes, I do. I'm just looking at the words. Perfect. It's a lot. I think it's faster than earlier now.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. Oh yeah, there you go. Perfect.
And time's up, everyone. Whoa.
Right. Whoa, we still have it coming. All right. Now, is there anyone who came up with any 4-letter words? Yeah, with this set. Yes, I see a lot of yeses. Yes, yes, yes. Perfect. Yes. Some 5-letter words as well. Anyone was able to come up with around 10 words? Yes. Oh, see, more yeses now. Yeah. Perfect. Right. So nice work, everyone. So maybe Nimali and Neelam could help me out here as well. So which set of letters did you find easier to make words with? Was it the first set or the second set?
Nimali, what do you think?
The answers are already coming in. We don't even have to say
Yeah,
anything.
have to
That's
say.
flooding in.
I was like, why? I mean, we don't need to say anything.
Perfect. Yes. Right. Yes. The second set. Perfect. Yes. So hence, we teach the sounds that occur most often in the English language first, and those that we use less often last. Okay. Yes.
All right. Shall we continue?
So yes, furthermore, here we can see the letter sound correspondence that we do in each stage. As you can see, we start with simple phonemes and gradually we introduce the digraphs and trigraphs as the level increases. Okay, so which my friend Nimali would walk you through this later on, right? So in order to make sure that the children remember the sounds and to make learning fun and memorable, we use lots of methods and games. So we do actions with the sounds, we learn and teach stories that goes along with each sound. We also do various activities to practice and remember the sounds. So let's try a few now, okay? So let's take a look at the first set, okay? And let me show you how we teach the actions for the sound. Okay, so you can try this with us. Okay? So wave your hand like a snake. Yeah, and make the sound. Perfect. So what sound is this? Maybe Nimali and Neelam could help me here. The sound is perfect. So another one is that you could wiggle your fingers above your elbows, like you have ants running all over it, and go. Ah, ah, ah. Perfect. So everyone, yeah, you can try this. Ah. Okay. Right. Now the next one. Imagine you're watching a tennis match. Move your head side to side. Say. Perfect. So Nimali, Neelam, can you repeat, help me out and tell me what's the sound? Perfect. Right. So now I'm going to do these actions and you have to tell me the sound for these actions, okay? Ready? Yes, you can send it in the chat as well. Yes, perfect. Yes, right. The next one. Yeah, what's the sound? Ah, ah, ah. Perfect, very good. And the next one. Very good. Okay, so when we put these sounds together, what word does it make? For example, at. Okay, yes. So at. Perfect. Okay, so let's try one more word. Okay, for this, hold up your index finger. Yeah, imagine it's a candle and blow it out. Say, yes. So the sound is okay. Right. Now you have to pretend to be a mouse. So hold up your fingers in front of your nose and go e, 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 e. Yes, perfect. E, e. Now, let's see the next one. You have to pretend to be a plane. So move your hands out and go. So if I do these actions together, tell me what word can make. You ready? Yeah, what's the word?
Answers are coming in, Eromi.
Perfect. Yes. Pin. So these are some ways we can teach the children to make words, right? So this is how you could link this action and the sound while making it fun and engaging for the students. Okay. Now, another way of associating the sound to the written form of the letter is to get the learners to write it on different surfaces or platforms. For example, let's try this out together. Let's try writing. Okay, let's try it. First, let's write it in the air. So take your index finger and write in the air. Yeah. Now, again with your finger, write it on the table while saying the sound. Perfect. Okay, this time we're going to practice it on the floor, but with your toes. Okay, so write on the floor with your toes. Now, wasn't that fun? Wasn't that a fun way of practicing writing? Yeah. So these are a few ways and methods of teaching the students actions and sounds to help them with their spellings as well as blending to read words. So now, my friend Nimali will take you through the digraphs and trigraphs of the English language. Over to you, Nimali.
Thanks, Eromi. That was so much fun. I hope everybody enjoyed. So let's look at digraphs and trigraphs. Eromi briefly mentioned these words. Do you know what they are? You can see the terms and the definitions on the screen. Using the chat, can you match them? I'll give you 10 seconds. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, some correct answers and some incorrect answers. All right, so as the word suggests, di means two. So digraphs, the answer is A. So, and trigraphs, as the word suggests, so 3 letters. So the answer is B. All right, so let me take you through what digraphs are in a little bit more detail. So, in simple terms, a digraph is a combination of 2 letters that make one sound. So, for example, sh, sh, sounds like that. And a trigraph is a combination of 3 letters that make one sound, one phoneme. So, for example, ear, yo, I. So it's really important to teach digraphs and trigraphs to your students because it'll help them in their writing as well as reading. Neelam, can you reveal some examples?
Doing it now.
Thank you. So you can see fish. Is it a digraph or a trigraph? Type your answers in the chat. Very good. Yes. Yeah. So sh sound and ship. Again, it's a digraph, a combination of 2 letters making one sound. All right. So how about beard? Ear in beard. Yes. Trigraph. Very good. And how about eye in high? Trigraph. Very good. So you need to make your students aware of these when you teach them phonics. Now, you don't have to tell them the terms, but you can give them some examples and play some fun games. Right, I'm going to show you an example of a game now. Are you ready? Okay, yes, all right, great. Everybody's ready for the game? Okay. Oh, it's a yes-no game. Very, very simple. I've got 3 pictures on the screen, and Neelam is going to reveal them one by one. Okay, and we are going to work with the digraph. Shh. Can you all say it? Shh. Okay, right. So we are going to work with that. And if the picture contains the sh sound, you need to touch your head. Remember, when you're doing it with your classes, with your primary young learners, they love all this sort of actions. You can get them to clap and all this. But today, for this game, you're going to touch your head if the word contains sh sound. But if it doesn't, then you have to touch your nose. Okay, right. So what do you do if you have sh in the word? Touch your nose. Very good. You need to touch your head. Excellent. And if there's no sh, then touch your nose. Very good. I think all of you at home can do this. And let's all have fun together. And you can tell us about it later, whether you liked it. Are you ready, Eromi and Neelam?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Time to reveal. Drum roll, please.
And
okay. Right. Shh. Neelam? Okay.
We're getting
all right. Yes, everybody, very good. Eromi, you're getting the point. And lots of you are getting the point because I've got head, lots of heads going on. Excellent. So what's the word? Fish. Let's all repeat. Fish. Very good. Okay, let's look at the next one. Drum roll, please. Okay. Head, nose.
Lot of heads.
Lots of heads. Very good, very good. It is. Yeah. So what's the word, Neelam?
Shell.
Correct. And it's got the digraph sh in it. All right. The last one.
Are we ready?
Yes. Okay. Oh, lots of noses. I've even got an emoji. Very good.
Yeah,
well done. Yes. Yes, that's right. There's no sh sound because the word is flower. So there's no sh sound. Okay, very well done, everyone. So when you're doing this with your classes, depending on the resources that are available to you in your centers or schools, you can use pictures, you can use flashcards, and also you can use real life objects as well. And the students usually love running from one wall to the other wall. Yeah. Yes, sometimes, they might not know all the words, but, it's also learning all the vocabulary. So you can introduce new vocabulary. And usually, most learners know these simple words. Okay, right. All right. So moving on. Now, we just talked about digraphs and trigraphs. Now, Eromi very briefly talked about it, and I saw in the chat somebody had already talked about blending a little bit. Now, when you teach phonics, this is another aspect, blending and segmenting. These are very important aspects of teaching phonics. So if we think about blending first, what is blending? Do you know much about it? Okay, so blending is, yes, mixing all the sounds together to make a word. So mixing. Now, like Eromi showed you and Neelam talked about, you can put all the phonemes together to make up a word. So let's look at the first one. I've got an example here. So I have sh, ip, ship. Shall we all say it? You can say it, although I can't hear it. Sh, ip, ship. Good. Very good. Yes. And Neelam, would you like to do the next one?
Of course. Ready, everyone? Da.
Yeah.
Dog.
Yes. Very good. Now, why is blending important? Because it can help your learners with reading. So please encourage them to have some fun with blending. Now, that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to show you an excellent resource that will help you do this. Right. So, You have to give me 1 second to share my screen. Now, at the British Council, we use this website called phonicsplay.co.uk, and there's free access to some of the materials as well. You can try it with your learners. Now, let's look at this blending activity. Which picture matches the word? All right, let's do some blending to find the picture. All right, let's do one together. What's the word? Cap. Very good. All right, which picture, Neelam?
Answers coming in.
Oh, the answers are
everyone
coming in.
Yes.
Yes.
Everyone
3.
Yay. The majority.
Okay. Hey, and you can see the excitement. Okay, let's look at the next one. Eromi, would you like to help me out with this one?
I think it's
Map, when you blend it all together. Okay, which picture?
Answers coming in.
Answers are
And
in.
majority is 2.
Yay! Okay, great. All right, let's do another one. Neelam, would you like to have a go at it?
Of course. Pig. Pig.
Correct, everybody? Am I going to choose the correct answer?
No. Number 2. Come on.
In 2. That's in 2.
Hooray!
Hey.
Very nice. We'll do one more before we move on. All right. So 10. 10. Okay, which picture? Picture number?
Answers are flooding in.
Answers.
3.
Flooding in.
Oh,
Flooding.
4. Is that 4? Do they say 4?
4.
Okay.
No,
All right.
no, 4.
Okay, right. Great. Excellent. So you can, so if you want to do this with a larger class, probably you can put them into groups, give them mini whiteboards, ask them to say the word or shout out the word. You can make it exciting and interactive as much as possible, because phonics has to be an enjoyable experience. Okay, right. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. And Neelam, shall we look at segmenting now?
Definitely. And you're on.
Okay, right. So the opposite of blending is segmenting. What is segmenting? I think some of you have already written that in the chat. Right. Now, just like we mixed letters, with segmenting, we separate the different phonemes, different sounds in the word. Right. So, and this is very, very helpful with spelling, and which is a huge concern for teachers. All the time, parents want their children to improve their spelling, and this is one way that you could help them with. Okay, right. So, Neelam, can you reveal the picture?
For sure.
Okay.
And go.
Right. Ta-da! So, what sounds do we need to write this word? What sounds?
Not sure. You'll have to tell me.
Okay, I've got lots of answers. Yes, yes. So, Neelam, shall we write it down, please?
Of course.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Very good. That's right, Eromi. Thank you. Right. So you can. So I have chosen a very simple word, but as they go along, you can ask them to segment their names, to give them an extra challenge as well. I'm sure they'll have loads of fun with it. So now I will also show you a simple game, again using the same resource to help you with segmenting. Right? You have to give me 1 second. This. Okay.
Answers are still coming in.
Yeah.
Right. So again, it's phonicsplay.co.uk. If you want the link, we can obviously send it to you in the chat as well. But if you can remember, here it is. So you can select your phases as well. There are different phases, phase 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, depending on your learners. And there are lots of resources for the teachers as well. So let's choose phase 2 probably. Oh, so now we need to write the word We have to segment the sounds in this word so we can listen to it.
Laptop.
Okay, can you help me with this, please? I'm not very good at spelling. Okay, laptop. Okay. Okay. What letters do I need, Eromi? Okay. Good.
O.
Yes. Woo, well done. Okay, next one, Neelam.
Oh yeah, let's do this. It's easy. Ha.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay.
Hat.
Yay. Okay, let's see. We might be wrong. Woo.
Well,
Okay, let's look at the next one. I'm going to do this alone because I'm feeling confident after my session with you. Okay. Woo. Okay. Okay. And if the students can't hear, you can ask them whether they want a replay. You can use that.
pen.
Oh,
Answers are coming in, Nimali.
Yeah, this is a
Leg.
perfect.
okay. Egg.
Oh, our rocket is almost done.
Okay.
Almost ready. Yes.
Almost.
Almost.
We're getting there. Let's do
And,
this.
oh,
Woo.
yeah, yes.
Oh,
what's
what's
this?
that?
Mm,
Nice.
nice, Nimali. Oh,
Okay.
Tin.
okay.
Tin. Tin.
Tin. Tin.
And
Rocket complete. Ready for launch.
Plato.
Yay. Okay, right. So did you like that game? Yes.
yes.
All right. So this is really amazing. And not only this, there are loads of other interesting, interactive activities that you can use, but you'll need to sit and look through the materials that will be appealing to your group of learners. Yeah, so obviously I have the perfect group of learners in my class right now. Okay, right. So we just talked about digraphs, trigraphs, blending, segmenting. That's a lot of words plus games. Right, now we are going to move on to another aspect that we look at in our classes. So we teach them alliteration. So alliteration is basically words that start with the same sound. So a typical game that we play to teach alliteration is I spy with my little eye. Now everybody look at the room that you're in right now. I'm not sure whether you're in your bedrooms or your office or I'm not sure. Right. So now we are going to play a game with the sounds. Now, ready for the first one? Eromi, Neelam, give me a thumbs up if you are ready. Okay, right. So, I spy with my little eye something beginning with. Show me the object. Oh, Neelam, you get 1 point. Eromi, half a point for you.
Oh.
Okay, I think some of our attendees have also got pens in their rooms.
Oh,
Brilliant.
yes.
Okay,
Yes.
great. Okay. Would you like to do another one, Neelam?
In Nimali, there's also a pig.
In your room. Okay.
Nice.
Maybe a toy thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Neelam,
All right.
you want to play I Spy with us?
Oh yeah. I'm in. I spy with my little eye something beginning with B.
I get the point.
Nimali,
Who gets the point? Nimali gets the point, right? Yes, and there are lots of nice answers coming in.
so many answers.
So many answers.
Bird, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
books.
All right.
So obviously when you're in the classroom, if you don't have pictures of all these objects, or if you don't have all these objects, you can probably paste some cards before you go into the class. Or if you want to use multimedia, obviously you can have a slide with all the pictures, and probably they can run to the board and touch the picture, like slap the board. That sort of activity could work depending on your resources again. And also, if you have young kids at home, you can play with them as well if you want them to speak really good English. All right, right. Now, we talked about quite a few things. Now, alliteration in poems is also another thing that, you can talk about with probably slightly older children. Okay, and also for little kids, because obviously they know poems as well. Right, and the last item that I'm going to discuss is the words that are written differently but sound the same. Yeah, so usually you have this in rhymes. So for example, if you have cow, cloud, yeah, they sound the same, but when we write it, it's different. So sometimes it can be confusing to primary young learners. So in that case, you can use rhymes and also nursery rhymes. I managed to find this book at home. It's a nursery rhyme book. So even if you have something like that, I use this with my baby. So Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, you can take a book to the class and you can ask them, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, how I wonder what you are. Star and are the same rhyme, but the spelling is different. So something really simple, but it can, yes, make a lot of difference. And I can see lots of examples coming in. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So you can use rhymes, and also Phonics Play has some really nice games. And also you can use your flashcards and give them more practice. Right. So these are some of the things that you can teach them. So today in my little part, I covered digraphs, trigraphs, blending, segmenting, alliteration, and homophones, the words that are written differently but sound the same. What's the name of that book? Oh, it's just a nursery rhymes book, Big Book of Nursery Rhymes by Miles Kelly. Okay, right. So over to you, Neelam. I really hope you like the gifts.
Thanks, Nimali. Thank you so much. That was so much fun, wasn't it, everyone? So we're going to again take this a step further. All right. So these are some of the things that we use. Like Nimali said, we have a couple of resources that we use. Obviously, Nimali has shown you many games that we can use in the classroom. Likewise, we also use worksheets, which I will give you an example or a couple of samples. I will show you in just a bit. Games, Nimali has already, done her bit in that platform. We're not going there again. No need whatsoever. Online games are also sorted, done, dusted. Thank you, Nimali, once again. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to also show you resources that we use with regards to stories and songs.
And Neelam, can I interrupt you there? And you can also use the British Council Learn English Kids website. There are plenty of resources.
Plenty. Yeah. Those are all online resources that are free. Yes. They're available for teachers. That is, yes. Thank you, Nimali. We needed to put that in, isn't it? All right. So I'm going to show you a sample of the songs that we use as well. So I'm going to stop this and share my screen again. There we go. All right. Okay. This is Eromi's personal favorite. She completely enjoys this. You'll see her singing and dancing.
My favorite.
Please enjoy. I'm sorry, just before I start, this is something like what Eromi said, where the sound's the same, but the words are different, sound same, and how we use two vowels and what sounds we use before each one, which one it is. Eromi is already explaining it. Enjoy.
When two vowels go walking, sometimes the first vowel does the talking. When two vowels go walking, sometimes the first vowel does the talking. They walk together in words like this. The O, A in boat are vowels. When you say the word boat, you only hear the O sound. Boat, boat, boat. The E, A, and beat are vowels. When you say the word beat, you only hear the E sound. Beat, beat, beat. The A, I, and rain are vowels. When you say the word rain, you only hear the A sound. Rain, rain, rain.
I'm
Yeah.
going to stop you there. Otherwise we'll
We have
be-
had so much fun.
Just like all my teachers, we are not only great actors, we are also fantastic performers. We do
Yes.
dances and also.
And I think you need to remember to have fun when you're teaching.
Oh yeah, we do, we
Exactly.
do.
It's all
Everybody
about
has a
having
good time. Especially when we are in physical classes, people kind of put their heads through the windows and say, oh, look at what they're doing in there. So yeah,
Exactly.
everybody's having a good time and dancing and singing. There's another, ladies and gentlemen, like I promised, there's also another resource that we can use with regards to online, well, I'm sorry, hold on just 1 minute. It's the wrong sharing, right? So yeah, the resources that are available, we're going to show you some of the stories that are available as well, and the poems. So I'm going to show you one such resource as well before we finish off, just so you can take a look and see what it is that we're talking about. Hold on 1 minute. Right. This one, ladies and gentlemen, is an all-time favorite with my class, and I'm sure, Eromi, I'm sure your class goes just as nuts. This is Mr. Thorne and how he teaches.
Yes, definitely.
Yes. Tell us something, Eromi. Tell us. How do you use this?
Well, since we moved online, I started doing this with my primary learners as well. So they would watch Geraldine go fetch the things around their house with the same sound, and then they would go. You know, my students would go fetch something with the same sound, and they have so much of fun trying to figure out, find something that their friends haven't found, so that brings up the energy and they learn through it as well. So
definitely,
yeah,
it works wonders. It works wonders even with the EY or the early young learner classes.
Definitely.
I'm not sure whether the parents really appreciate it, especially when the kids are finding things and dropping stuff and kind of rampaging through their kitchens, but it works well.
Isn't that cool? It's rather fab. Now, Geraldine, today I'm going to teach you a new sound, and it's the ow. Geraldine, it's the ow sound, spelt with the O-W letter shapes. There they are to your side. Ow, ow, ow. Can you have a go? Come on, Geraldine. Put some thought into it and make the sound ow. No, Geraldine, it's ow. Ow. Good girl, well done. Have a look around the house for anything that has house to find
I'm sorry, I'm
something
skipping a bit.
featuring ow.
So Geraldine runs around the house and finds.
Ooh, Geraldine, you found a brown cow.
As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, this too works really well with the little ones, and they really are interested. They also want to be like Geraldine. They're running around, they're learning stuff, and they're quite active, which is our entire aim when we have to keep them motivated enough to learn. Moving on, like I promised, these are some of the worksheets, ladies and gentlemen, that we use in our classes. We do this on a weekly basis. The sounds and the corresponding pictures where they are required to color the picture with the, for example, sound. Also, again,
Neelam, I think there are some really interesting questions.
Shall we keep the questions for until we finish? Yes.
After that.
Yeah. Okay.
Q&A session.
Yeah. So there are some. There's also worksheets. There are worksheets, ladies and gentlemen, where the children get a lot of practice writing the sounds, and like I said, color the pictures with the corresponding sound. Okay, just before we finish off, we do this with all our classes just to see whether our children or our students have been attentive and active listeners. Ladies and gentlemen, I have 3 questions for you. Let's see if this class, Nimali and Eromi, let's see how attentive they've been, okay? All right, so the first question is, which are the most frequently used sounds? I'd like some answers on the chat.
Hey, answers already coming in. It's flooding in. Yeah, already.
Whoa.
That was really cool.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yes.
Very nice. Very nice.
Perfect.
So yeah,
Perfect.
we've got some attentive listeners for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, are we ready for the second one? Eromi, Nimali, are we ready?
Yeah, definitely. Yes. Go for it.
Which do we teach first? Which sounds do we teach first? Okay, let's see.
There are answers coming in.
All this are coming up. Eromi. Yes, the most frequently, definitely,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen. That's how
I think we got that answer as well. Yes, most frequently
Well
used sounds. Perfect.
Oh, the flooding in. Oh, fantastic students. Well done, you guys. All right, the last one. Which do we teach last? Obviously. Which sounds do we teach
So
last?
ready for the answers?
We've got some answers.
Hey, we got the answer. We got the answer.
Yes.
Yes, yes, we
Rarely
got the answer.
used. Definitely.
Least used.
All right. So clearly we have a very, very active class going on in here. Then they were listening right throughout. Thank you so much for that. Okay, so just before we finish off, ladies and gentlemen, any questions? The floor is yours. Please put up your questions on the chat and we will answer.
There are some questions.
Hi, Paul.
in the-
Paul's back.
Hello, I'm back. I've been here the whole time. I haven't been anywhere. I've been enjoying doing my snake noises and looking for things. But yeah, it's great. I couldn't find any pigs in my office.
Nice.
Yeah, lots of questions. Well, some questions.
Lots.
Let's have a look. Can you see them? I'm happy for you to choose the questions that you wanna that you want.
Nimali, Eromi, I'll read out some of the questions for you. Is Phonics Play website free?
There are some
Yeah.
free resources. Sorry, Paul, did you? Yeah.
No, go for it.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah, there are some free resources, but yeah,
Not all of it.
you need to subscribe. You can ask your school or organization to get the subscription if you really like the resources.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think it's definitely worth the investment. That's for sure. Definitely. Our children of 5 and 6 years are supposed to know these technical terms. I think Nimali answered that.
Yes.
Nimali?
They don't. Yeah. So like I mentioned, I don't think they really need to know all these technical terms. As long as they know how to use the sounds, I think that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, we've got an
and-
interesting one. Tasha, you mentioned that with phonics, we teach the sound, not the name of the letter. How do you respond when some children who have learned the name of letters at home and mostly at school as well, keep repeating that and getting confused?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a very good
Yeah,
question.
so what we normally do is when we teach, yes, it is exactly. So when we teach the sound, we teach the student that the name of the letter is S, but the sound is S. Because most of the schools, sometimes they just teach the letter S,
Yeah.
not the sound. So when we teach, we say, okay, this is the letter S. The name of the letter is S, but the sound is S.
Right.
It
Yes.
answers your question?
I hope so too. We get a lot of that, especially with regards to school. They don't really use the sounds. They do teach
Yeah.
the letters, definitely.
Transcription.
But with practice, definitely, especially even in our classes on a weekly basis, we make sure that we revise the old sounds as well when we teach the new phonics and sounds. So so far we've always had positive comments from the parents as well, saying that they learn and they understand it better in
Yeah.
our classes.
And Neelam, there's an interesting question here
Yes,
from
Go
Shalini.
ahead.
Do
Go
we
ahead.
need to be trained in phonics before we can start teaching them phonics? Do we really need to be trained?
Well, it depends
ahead,
on your
Nimali.
confidence.
Yeah, and I
It depends
think
on your confidence, and if you know the sounds, If you
And I
yourself
think
know
it-
the sounds.
Yeah, and for sure, I think you need to learn phonics yourself, and then you'll be able to teach. And there are lots of resources and books available. I think you need to do your own research before you start teaching. I think that'll be really useful for you and for your students.
For sure. Are there available resources that we can use via online? So the resources that we showed you, for example, the songs, for example, Mr. Thorn is freely available online, freely.
Yeah.
And Learn English Kids. British
Learn English
Council.
Kids.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. And also, if you want to learn phonology, then obviously Adrian Underhill has some really nice books as well.
True, that's
Definitely.
And there's another question.
Go ahead.
Is it
sorry.
unnecessary to teach transcription of the sound in early stages? Transcription, I guess, phonemic transcription. I think that's a lot of work for your primary students because they're still learning the alphabet. And if you teach them, phonemic transcription, it's going to be very challenging. So you'll have to, tread on that path very, very carefully. Probably avoid it if that's actually
I would agree. Even adult students, some of my adult students have difficulty kind of grasping the concept of it. So you have to be careful. I mean, do they really need to know it? If you think that they do, so be it. But
yeah,
all in your hands on that one. You have shown Jolly Phonics. What are your thoughts on Wandle?
What was the question? Sorry.
You have shown Jolly Phonics. What are your thoughts on Wandle? Yeah. I'm sorry, I haven't heard that one. Nimali, have you? Eromi?
No, neither have I. I haven't used this
Not
yet.
really, but yeah.
No, we do apologize.
But we will make a note of it and look at
Yes,
it
definitely.
for sure because
Definitely.
this is something new. Yeah.
Something new to think about. Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
Just looking at this
Many
question.
thanks for answering. Am I missing anything?
Is it unnecessary? Yeah.
Sorry,
There was
what-
another question.
Let me
Oh,
see.
how do you approach tricky words that you can't sound out?
Sorry, I'm not even looking at it.
Yeah. How do you
Sorry.
approach tricky words that you can't sound out? That
Well,
reminds me. Yeah. Yes. Go on.
Go ahead.
Well, there are some words that we can't sound out. So in Phonics Play, actually, they have different games, to help them remember these words and to study these words.
Sure, yes. There's a lot of pictures that they kind
Tricky
of
words,
separate.
yeah?
Yes, very,
Tricky
very.
word track, yeah.
So you can use those. It's a lot of fun also, and it's quite easy to kind of teach the class as well. So yeah, did I miss anything, or am I not looking at everything?
A couple of questions.
Trying to, there's so many.
Yeah, I know.
Just while you're looking, because there's a couple of questions about certificates. So while you're looking through the
Oh,
questions,
okay,
if there's any
yeah.
you've missed,
Sorry,
I'll
thanks.
just mention certificates. So just to say, because there's a couple of questions about certificates, we will be providing a certificate. It's I've just put the link there in the chat to where you can get the certificate and where the recording will be and the feedback survey. As I said at the start, some of you may have missed that if you're watching on a mobile phone or mobile device, then you won't be able to click those links, but you will get an email tomorrow, which will have them all in, so you can get your certificate tomorrow, and the links to the recordings and everything will be in the thank you email that you get tomorrow. Okay, we've got time for one more question, I think, before I say thank you and we head off. Any more questions that you didn't see that you want to tackle? It's all about capital letters, but I can't find it now.
Yeah, I think Paul, you're talking about the capital letters question, right?
Sorry, there was?
There was a question about capital letters. I was trying to look for it, but I think somebody asked whether it was okay to teach capital letters. Oh, I can't remember the question, but I think, and there's an answer there as well. What do Eromi and Neelam think about it? Do you think it's better to teach them capitals and simples together?
Well, in our classes, we kind of focus on the simple letters first. and
Yes.
then
Yes.
focus on the capitals, definitely, because we want to get their handwriting properly, and the capital letters sometimes confuse them. They start off with, starting really large, and
Yeah.
they systematically, they have to learn it that systematically the sounds have to, even for their writing, it has to it's systematic when it is simples first, and then later, after they've gotten the hang of the simple letters, yes, definitely we
Yes.
introduce the capital
Yeah.
letters.
Yeah.
I hope that answers the question. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the question.
And I think also to add to
I
that,
think
you
we're
can
done.
you can reinforce that in class as well. You can do like matching sort of, games, capital letter to the simple letter. So a little bit of recycling in your lesson.
Great. Okay. Well, I think pretty much run out of time. You must be exhausted. You know what I mean, Nimali? Yeah, a lot of energy in that fantastic presentation. Really, really enjoyed it.
we
Thank you.
We had so much fun
enjoyed it.
though.
energy
had
levels
fun.
have to be super high, especially when you're teaching the primaries and the EY
Exactly.
learners.
Yeah, no, exactly.
It has to be. We don't have a choice, so we're quite used to this one.
Okay, good.
This is
Really
our
fun for us,
normal.
so.
This is our normal.
It's like your TV presenters.
Oh, it better be. Oh, dear. All right.
Okay, well, thank you ever so much to Eromi, Nimali, and Neelam, and thank you to everyone who's been watching either on Zoom or on Facebook. Thank you to our Facebook audience as well. I know there's been lots and lots of comments in there, and lots of likes and hearts and all that kind of stuff that happens on Facebook. So thank you ever so much to everyone there. And yeah, Eromi, Nimali, Neelam, thank you ever so much.
Thank you so
for
much.
a great presentation.
Thank you, everybody, for your excellent
Thank you,
participation.
everyone. Yes, exactly.
Take care.
Bye.
Be
It's so much
safe,
fun.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.